Hi, I'm Deborah.
And I'm Derrick.
And thank you for tuning in to the Derrick and Deborah Show. I got it right.
Yes, you got it right.
Derrick and Deborah Show. Listen, we need you to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. We have reached over 100 subscribers. Yay! And we're pushing towards what?
We're pushing towards 500.
500, but we got to get to 2 first.
We're going to stop by 200
we are
first.
pushing towards 200. We're really close. So we need you to subscribe to our page. We need you to like it on Facebook, share it with your friends. Help us get the word out regarding the Derrick and Deborah Show.
So there is so much happening and so many conversations going on.
Big conversations.
And one of the things I like about our show is we talk about maybe unpopular discussions, those topics that sometimes are difficult discussions.
Right.
And so I want to open up and I want to say, let's talk about weed.
Weed? What kind of weed you want to talk about?
Okay, let's talk about medical marijuana. Let's talk about medical marijuana.
I thought you was going to tell me you've been smoking weed or something.
No, I'm delivered. That was me.
That was the day.
That was me. The things I used to do.
Okay, don't do no more.
Okay,
Lord.
let's talk about medical marijuana.
Okay.
Florida has done a lot to advance this in our society.
Right.
We're finding that across the country.
Yes.
A lot of individuals are doing a lot of different things. Different states are now legalizing marijuana as well.
Right.
But I want to talk about medical marijuana.
Right.
And I think that that's one of the big discussions because I think there's a generation that still remembers it as you're smoking weed.
Right.
And this is not that. This is different, and it's used for different purposes as well.
Right.
But I think that some of our community is still having a hard time separating the two.
Right.
And I kind of want to find out what you feel about it.
Well, what I think is this. I think the Bible says everything that God made,
He made
was
what?
good.
Good.
And some of it was very good. Okay. Now let's just say that.
Okay.
Some of it was very good.
Very good.
But I think we have to remember that what we call weed or marijuana is really a natural herb.
It is.
And it has medicinal purposes. Now, we take things out of context and we misuse and abuse things, which causes them to have to put laws in place to stop us.
Right.
Okay. But I want to say I am 110% behind the use of medical marijuana or marijuana for medical purposes.
Okay. And
are you? Come on, don't leave me out.
I actually am.
Are you?
I am too.
Great. I'm 110% behind it.
For the purpose of medical purposes.
Yes.
Not for just pleasure purposes.
Exactly.
But definitely medical purposes. And when this whole discussion started, I went back and I began to look at the benefit of medical marijuana. And when you look into this, there's a lot of great benefits. And I've read up on some testimonies of individuals who had certain pains and illnesses and
cancer.
And we found that this has proven to be a very, very successful path that doctors are recommending it because of the results.
Because of the results. And now, the passing of the law eliminates the need for these people to be riding around in our communities looking for our brothers and sisters on the corner to buy it illegally.
Right.
But now, even though we've passed a law, the big question on the table, because you can use it in other various forms, but now the big question on the table is, are we going to allow them to smoke marijuana, even for medical purposes?
I think it's coming. That they're going to allow them to smoke it.
I don't care what form they use it in, if it's being used for medical purposes.
Here's my question. And I know the church world has a problem sometimes with the marijuana and everything, and some of them have fought against the medical marijuana.
Yeah, but they don't have problems with them other drugs. We got people getting addicted to, I'm serious.
Right.
People getting addicted to all kinds of drugs.
Okay.
And those things are man-made.
Agree.
This is a natural herb.
Agree.
Like salt and pepper and parsley and thyme. And it's a natural herb.
That serves a good purpose when used correctly.
When used correctly.
So would you participate with medical marijuana?
I would.
Okay.
If I needed it, I would. Now, let me just kind of bridge this a little bit.
Okay.
Let's go from talking about medical marijuana to talking about CBD oil.
Okay.
Okay. I have been taking CBD oil.
What? Ain't told me nothing.
Let me tell you why I started taking CBD oil.
Okay.
I'm menopausal, and I have hot flashes. One of the symptoms for menopause is insomnia.
Okay.
One of the benefits for CBD oil is it helps you to sleep. Okay? Now, I don't know how many friends that are menopausal, that are struggling with the symptoms of menopause. I was willing to be the guinea pig and test CBD oil because I want to be able to say, listen, I tried this and it works for me.
Okay.
If it works for me, it works for me. If it doesn't, I won't use it. But I can tell you what, I'm not waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and can't go back to sleep.
That's awesome.
Okay?
That's awesome.
Now, I'm waiting on it to help with these hot flashes.
That ain't happened yet.
I'm not quite sure. I think it's minimized them.
Okay.
They haven't completely gone away, but I think it's minimized them.
Okay.
The problem you have is this. You have to be careful because some CBD oil does have THC in it. Now, THC is what causes you to get high.
Right.
That's what they extract from the marijuana.
Okay.
To keep people from being high, but be able to have the benefits, if you will, of whatever the product is.
Wow. So a lot of the problem that we're finding in the battle.
I got way too much information.
You got a lot. I love it because you know what? The Bible says that they struggle because of what?
A lack of knowledge. Right.
And I think sometimes we have discounted ourselves from certain advancements in life.
Right.
Because we have not properly read up on them.
Right.
And so hearing the way that you just displayed it as well, I think really brings a different perspective to potentially some things that may help us.
Right.
I'm listening to certain individuals who have added some of these practices to some of their oils.
Right.
And they're rubbing them on their bodies.
Right.
I found some people with arthritis
Listen,
on their knees.
I just got a message from the spa where I go to get massages. And they're offering a massage with CBD oil.
I got that same,
it's
I got the same
used for
text.
pain.
It is.
It's used for people with anxiety. Somebody that has anxiety disorder, this will help you. We've got to stop taking things that have good purposes and using it negatively because now it causes the government to look at it and say, we can't let them have this.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm all for, when I say 110%, I'm all for the use of medical marijuana if it's helping someone. I'm all for the use of CBD oil without THC because I'm not promoting people just roaming around high.
Yeah.
But if you're using it and it has real medicinal purposes, I'm all for that. And I would rather do that because it's natural than some of the medications.
Some of the pills and the side effects.
And the
and
treatments,
everything.
exactly, that the doctors are recommending. When you go to the doctor and they write you a prescription, they are writing you a prescription for a drug.
Right.
Where do you go to get it filled?
Pharmacies.
The drugstore.
Drugstores.
Okay? Because it's a drug. In this case, we look at it and we call it a drug, but it's really a natural herb. It's like an essential oil. I love essential oils. Essential oils have medicinal purposes. I view this the same way.
And I think that the biggest hurdle for our society has been the way it was. And like you said, even when you break down to some of the pills that are being given out now, you find they're starting to make arrests now because certain oxys and all these different pills that people are taking advantage of.
Listen, you got people breaking into pharmacies and stealing these drugs because of the high that it gives them.
Right.
And so in this case, and don't be telling nobody that I'm all for people just smoking marijuana, because that's not the point.
Right.
But I think we've got to get outside of the mindset that we have as it relates to this product and allow it to be used so that people are not suffering. I'm all for alleviating suffering.
I love it too. I think this is a great practice.
I'll get you some CBD oil.
And I want you to. I really do. There are nights when I can't sleep.
See?
And so I need you
to
to
sleep.
give me that confidence. I felt that. Did you feel that?
You were so silly.
I felt that.
I ain't playing with you today.
I felt that. Listen, we want to hear what your opinions are about the same topic. We know it's a little controversial, but I think education is the key over any hurdle.
Right.
And so I want to challenge you to go out and study it a little bit better as well, to find out what is it. Maybe this is something that you should consult with your doctor about it, to see if this would help you in whatever illness or whatever conditions your life is facing as well. We are against the recreational purpose of it. We're not speaking from that standpoint right now. We're coming from the standpoint of, if it can help you medically, we think it's a good process to try to work towards. And so, but we want to hear from you. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of emails on this one, but we want to hear from you, and let us know what your thoughts are. And again, we want you to please like and share us, tell everybody about us, go subscribe to our page again as well on YouTube, the Derrick and Deborah Show, and let us know your thoughts. We want you to be involved in the conversation.
Have a great week.
God bless you.